is rising, the tanks are moving, but the waiting sky ready to fight. The army's marching, the children praying. Beauty queen is stuff, she's breathing in blood. Real people need love, not war. Real people need love, not war. I dare you to stop the bombs. I dare you to turn around. Take the fighters to the ground. Bring the people to their town. The world is watching your coward Bombay. The subway's packed, our hope is greater than fright. Real people need love, not war. Real people need love, not war. The boxers fighting, our freedom lingers. People love free will. We're brave and not gonna need. Real people need love, not war. Real people need love, not war. I'm the KGB master, flirting with disaster. Evil men can't win. Cybernetics are clean. Real people need love, not war. Real people need love, not war. Real people need love, not war. Real people need love, not war.
Hello, hello, welcome aboard. How are ya? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I am Sim Mr. Egan, and this is the Sim Mr. Egan stream. You're in the correct place. Unless you want to see Amaranth, which this is not the right channel. That's somewhere else. You probably clicked the wrong link somewhere. But if you did come to see me, welcome. Welcome. I'm so happy you're here. We are flying today. We are continuing the flight because we started this flight last Sunday and we were not able to finish because of weather, terrible weather. It was awful. I mean, just landing here at this airport where we are at the moment, which is in North Carolina, just landing here was quite a bit of a challenge. I couldn't see anything, and it was raining, and until the last, we were down to minimums pretty much. We were down to minimums, guys. It was spooky, and but we did it. We made it. And now look at the weather today. Look at this Sunday. Can you hear it? Even the birds are singing. The completely, totally fake digital birds that Microsoft Flight Simulator puts in here. They're singing. They're happy. It's a nice day. This is, let me see, what is this airport? I don't even know what this airport is called. Let me load that up for you. Navigraph. I don't have my stuff together, you know, but I seldom do. I seldom do. Welcome aboard. This is Mr. Egan. We're not prepared. We're not ready for this. We're not ready for the prime time. This airport is called Union County Airport. So here we are in Union County. And let me open the airport information. Union County Shelton is what it's called. Isn't that cool? And check it out. This is me. Hey, hello. Hello. So we are going from here, from Shelton County. No, it should be this button. There we go. We're going here from Shelton County, 35A, all the way up to, look at this, right in the middle of the mountains. In the middle of this bunch of mountains, there's a little airport, and that airport is called Mountain Air in Burnsville. And we're gonna go play some golf. We're gonna go play us some golf up there. So it's gonna be a short little hop, and then try to get here. And these mountains here are at 6,000 feet, so we're going to be flying around 8,000 feet to avoid these peaks. These are the really high ones. And then once we see this dip here, this river, this canyon, then we're going to start descending. And these peaks are at 4,900, and the field itself is at 4,400. So, and there's another peak here, so we're gonna have to like maneuver around these peaks in order to land here. So that's gonna be the challenge. That is the challenge. If you, dear watcher, are also a flight simulator enthusiast, then I would welcome you to come and fly with me. If you have Microsoft Flight Simulator, you can fly with me. I am in the north. I am not in the north. I am in the eastern server, I think. Let me check. Because when I fly alone, I usually... You know what? Let me go ahead and get out here and do it again, because I probably took other airplanes out. But I will allow it now so that you can fly with me. Yay! We can fly together in happy, wonderful synchronicity. Yesterday we had a fantastic flight with our friend Freddie, and Freddie was flying formation, flying right next to us. That was fun. So if you want to come along, you can just make sure you are here in the East USA server. See, East USA server, and then world map, and then select the airport, which is 35A. Let me get this out of the screen there. Let me redo that part because you probably didn't see it. You go back here, you go here, and you make sure you're on the East USA server, right? I don't know if you guys saw that or not. All right. Then you select your airport, select as departure, choose a parking spot. I'll be on park spot 22, right? We'll be right here in the tarmac, which is where we were at. And then click on flight conditions and make sure you get all players activated. See, all players. And then the time and the weather, that is up to you if you want to leave it. I like to fly with live weather and real time because, you know, realism. We're all about realism here on the Sim Mr. Egan channel. We like to keep things real. Keeping it real since 1992. Before that, it was all fantasy. So how you guys doing? You guys are quiet. Why are you so quiet? Cat got your tongue? Actually, in this case, cat got your fingers. Did the cat catch your fingers? I used to hate it when my parents say that to me. What happened? Did the cat get your tongue? Like, number one, we don't have a cat. And I am bitter about that. I would have been happy having a cat. Right. Here we are. Look at that. Woo! Now we can see other airplanes. Check it out. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people flying around because weather is beautiful. Weather is nice, so people want to come and fly. So we're going to get started because our tee-off time is approaching quickly. And we said we were going to take off at 9:15. It's already 9:13. We did already file a flight plan on VATSIM. There is no air traffic control at this moment here where we are at. And how do I know that? Well, VATSIM makes it easy for you to see that. And they give you this app here. And let me show you what I'm talking about. I think I can show you what I'm talking about. Microsoft Flight Simulator. What happened? Microsoft Flight Simulator. No, I want to Edge. There we are. Edge. There we go. See? This is North Carolina. We are here, November 72 Mike Echo, and there's no air traffic control. There is air traffic control here, and there's air traffic control here, but we're going to go from here to around here. It's a short little hop. Yeah, it's already got where we're going and where we're taking off to, but VATSIM doesn't have these fields because these are uncontrolled airfields. So it doesn't know what we're talking about. But it does know that we're pre-departure and where we're going and where we're taking off from. So that's good for it to know that. All right, let's get this puppy started. Look at this airplane. Isn't this beautiful? We flew this airplane last week, but I am so in love with it. I even love the cream color because chrome and cream. Say that fast. I don't know, 10 times. Chrome and cream, chrome and cream, chrome and cream, chrome and cream. We're going to turn the battery on. We're going to go ahead and turn the alternators on and the standby alternator. We're going to turn on our beacon. We are going to make sure we have fuel in the correct position. We have this open. Yes. We're going to go ahead and enrichen the mixture, enrichen the prop. Not enrichen the prop, prop flow forward. That's what that's called. All right, we're going to make sure we get the fuel pump going. We do. And we're going to put it in high. Oh yeah, now you can hear that fuel pump pumping. That pump is a pumping. And now we're going to go ahead and put our feet on the brakes because even though the parking brake is on, I want to make sure we have this on. Oh, so we need to make sure that all of the breakers are in, and they are. They're all in. Everything's good. Everything's fantastic. Put our feet on the brakes, and we turn the key. Oh, we also check that all our enunciators light up, and they do. go. Clear prop. There we go. We have, look at that, right on 10,000 RPM. We're good. I'm good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and lean the engine a little bit. Lean the mixture a little bit. Good morning. How are ya? Look, I got a coffee mug too. So, cheers. Clink. Clink. Fresh brewed coffee. I am learning how to do, well, I'm not learning. I knew how to do this for a while, but I'm using this thing. I don't know how you brew your coffee. But I have become a bit of a fiend on the French press. I'm a French press fiend. And that's what I use now. All right, let's see. What do we need? We need to turn on our nav lights now. We need to turn on our taxi lights. We need to turn on, we don't turn on our strobes yet, just yet. We do need to turn on our avionics, so let's turn those on. Here we come. We gotta wait for the GPS to boot up. And this thing should be on. Let's see. Self-test in progress. Look, everything is working today. Yay! I don't know what happened on that other airplane that we flew yesterday where nothing was working. We were just barely working. All right, we're squawking 1, 2. Yeah, that's good. Look, it's cool. It's 54 degrees. Holy moly. Let's go ahead and get some heat in here. Okay, the Garmins are coming up. Yep. Enter, enter. Gotta wait for them to catch their satellites. I like that, even though it's probably just a time sync, but it actually simulates, you know, acquiring the satellites for you to get the thing, so that you know what it's like, right? Okay, we're gonna go to 8,500 feet. That's gonna be our cruising altitude for this little short flight. You use pods, but have asked for a pour over for Christmas. Ooh. French presses are a little stronger. Well, they changed the flavor a bit, but the strength is that is dependent on the amount of coffee that you put in there. So you can put a little less if you want, if you don't want it that strong. You can put a little bit less coffee in there, and it'll be good. But it does, I like the fact that the actual taste of the coffee comes out a little better on the French press than on a pour over. But they're both awesome. They're both great. Great. On the pour over, I find that you really gotta be on your game, right? Because you gotta do it in a certain time, and you gotta do the little swirly thing on top of the thing, and it's by weight also, like how many grams of water per gram. So you gotta put it on a scale, and you gotta be all scientific with it. And a French press, you just put the coffee in there, boil the water, put the 30 seconds, just about maybe less than an inch of water. Leave it there for 30 seconds for all the gases to go out, and then 4 minutes. Fill it up. Put the thing on the top. 4 minutes, and then you push. Piece of cake. Another one, you got to be like a scientist for a pour over. Okay, let me put the flight plan in here. This thing is finally online. All right. Yes. Do I use beans first? Yes, I have my own grinder. I grind my beans. I grind my beans. I grind my own beans here at the Mr. Egan channel. All right, we are taking off from a 35A, right? 35A. 35A. Union County, check it out. Enter. And we are going to November Charlie Oscar 0. To November Charlie 0. Burnsville. There we are. Enter. Flight plan is in. And check it out. We are going, desired track will be 342. So we put 342 on this thing. 342 should be right around there. And now we press the CDI key to get our GPS heading. Check it out. Now it's ready. It's ready. We're right on the radio. No problemo. No problemo. There we are. This time our puppy is coming with us. He's one happy dog. Well, he's happy once you get in the air. Before you take off, he's a little nervous. Okay, I think he's a little nervous. He's like, well, why did I get into this? Why? Why? We belong on the ground. But he has fun. He has fun. He's a fun puppy. Okie dokie. Right, let's get the radio working. 122.8. We are a bit behind on our schedule here, but we're moving. We're moving along. All right. So we enrichen the mixture. We make sure that our trim was not set properly. So let's get our trim down. There we are. Neutral. And let's get this puppy out onto the tarmac. I'm gonna go ahead and let's look at the windsock and see. Yep, the windsock. Cool. That means we gotta take off over here from this side. Fantastic. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are taking off in that direction, so we got to taxi all the way over to that side because the windsock, the almighty windsock, says the wind is coming from that direction. So yeah, and let's see, we got to take this off, and oh look, it's too hot, 92 degrees. We're gonna go ahead and push that button a little bit more. We'll get there to the nice cool temperature that we want. We're going to turn our landing lights on. And am I forgetting something? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm not. Everything is set. Okie dokie. Oh, I know what I'm missing. I'm forgetting my altimeter. So let's get the weather here for 35A. And how do we do that? We go over to Navigraph. And we use the technology and we say open airport and get the weather for this airport. This airport is marginal VFR and 30.11. That's what we need. So we put that here, 30.11. There we are. So we are at 1,600 feet. All right. Union County traffic. Oh, I don't even know if my microphone is working. Hold on a second. Stop airplane. Yes, it wasn't working. Let's put this in the correct speakers. And there we are. Sorry about that. We shall go ahead and do it properly this time. Union County traffic, November 72 Mike Echo, type Bonanza, taxiing to runway 5, Union County. You got to be prepared. You got to know these things before you key the mic, but I always forget. But, you know, I'm learning, and that's what this is for. Slowly turning around, slowly turning around. There we go, we are lined up. Nice lineup, actually. All right, first notch flaps. And here we go. Union County traffic, November 72 Mike Echo taking off, runway 5 departure to the north, Union County. do what's called a left crosswind departure to the north. Okay, we got airspeed. We can pull back on the yoke and we are off. Look at that, beautiful. Put our feet on the brakes. Gear comes up. Gear is up. And flaps can come up. And we just keep the plane pitched towards the blue side. And we're good. We are good. Now we just pull the RPM a little back to get it out of the red and into the... There we are. We're in the safe zone. And we are good. And this thing says that our cabin temperature is too high, so we're going to push this thing a little in. And it is. See, cabin temperature was too high, and we're doing 90, so yeah. Cool. All right, 2,000 feet. Union County traffic, November 72, Mike Echo. 2,000 feet, turning left for a left crosswind departure to the north. Last call, Union County. Here we go. We're going to turn this on into weather, and that will let us know if there's any bad weather. Seem to be some clouds. I hope there will be no factor when we get there. We shall see. This is an adventure. Adventure. I wonder what the bottom of these clouds is gonna be. If we're gonna get underneath them or fly over them. I would like to kind of fly over them, but I don't know how high up they go. We shall see. At 8,500, like, terrain is not a factor. It is pretty. It is wonderful down here. Union County, kind of flat. Gets bumpier up north. So far, we're doing this all by hand. I want to get it established on our magenta line here on the GPS. And then I'll let the autopilot take over. It'll be nice and steady for us. Let's see. Look, 79 degrees. We're doing good now with the temperatures. All right, now we're going to go ahead and... There we go. This is looking nice. This is looking nice. Now we can be more aggressive on that last little bit of turn there. And we are established. Now, we are going to go ahead and press the navigation button here and let this thing autopilot take over. There we go. And yeah, oof, 39. Wow, crazy. That is just craziness. Craziness. Oh, and we need to climb, so let's go ahead and arm that and climb. 1,000 feet per minute right now is good. We're at 5,000 feet, so we can do a little bit of leaning. Just a little bit of leaning, and what we do is we pull this lever and make sure that our exhaust gas temperature gets close to the peak, but does not get to the peak. We kind of edge it along, you know what I mean? If you know what I mean, you got a dirty mind. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Woo. Okay, we're going to turn off our landing light because I just saw that and I'd forgotten about it. Landing light goes off, taxi light goes off, strobe light comes on. Alright, so far so good. 75 degrees in the cabin. Not good? That feels nice. Ah, that is nice sunshine. That is some nice sunshine right there. Now this thing is telling us we are doing 143 knots over the ground, so that's awesome. Our distance right now is 69 nautical miles towards the golf course. This is like Innuendo City today here at the Sim Mr. Egan channel. So be prepared, be warned, dear viewer. It does look just beautiful outside. Let's our flaps are open over here, letting some cool air into the engine while we do this critical part of the flight, which is climbing to the correct altitude. And it's nice to see a whole bunch of people out here flying. This one is flying a Kodiak. This guy is flying a Cub, CC-19. This is my kind of dude. These are the same type of airplanes we flew yesterday on that little short hop. The Cubs, beautiful Cubs. Look, this guy's flying a TBM-8, which is a very turboprop business airplane. Beautiful. 737 flying over here. And here I'm not sure. It's two airplanes that are flying together, but I can't make out what kind of airplanes they are. And an F-18. There you go. Always some dude flying military. So there's always that one guy who loves military jets, right? I can understand how it's cool to fly a military jet, but honestly, in a simulator, that is I don't know. It's just, it's number one, it's a very complicated airplane to fly in real life, and on the simulator they don't simulate everything about that airplane. Let's see, we are at 8,500 and the plane leveled out just like it was supposed to. Cool. So now we are going to go ahead and move the throttle back just a smidge to leave it on 21 inches of manifold pressure, and we're going to lower our RPM to get it to 2,100, which is what I like. Nice and slow, but we're exactly at 2.1. Awesome. And now we go ahead and lean to peak. Lean, 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 lean. And while we lean, you see that all our cylinder temperatures go up. So our airplane gets a little hotter. That's fine. Lean, 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 lean. I think we're at peak. Are we at peak? We are at peak. So now what we do is we enrich in our mixture so that we're just two little lines below the peak. There we are. And now we have leaned our engine to give it maximum performance. And we go ahead and we close our cowl flaps. And our cowl flaps are closed. All that we have left here are, these are the cowl flaps, and these are the exhaust. So these are the things that open up. And look at that. We are so well configured. We're doing 155 knots over the ground. And let's see, we are at 8,500. And we haven't outside, oh yeah, we do. Outside air temperature is around 10. Speaking of that, yeah, we're good. We're 70. Okay. Outside air temperature is around, is this in centigrades? Yeah, it's in centigrades. Cool. So we are around 20, 10, we're around 5 degrees centigrade. So we go to 5 degrees over here. and we put 8.5 right there. So we should be doing 170 indicated. We're indicating 170 but only doing 160. That means we got around a 10 knot headwind hitting us from the front. No, Vixter, I don't think it's mostly ex-military guys. I think it's mostly kids. Because, you know, kids like the fast jets, you know. And, now, ex-military guys that I do know, they like the Warbirds. But those are like older airplanes, right? Yeah. Yeah, it could be. It could be. It could be. I'm not saying that it isn't, but I'm saying mostly kids, I think. I'm thinking it's mostly kids that like jets, because it's like on the comments when people are here in the channel and they're like, fly a jet, fly a jet. It's usually little kids, right? I want to see somebody fly a jet. Look at that. Bad weather is behind us. Lovely weather ahead of us. Not a cloud in the sky over there in these mountains, which is where we're going right now. And that is where we will be. Like in these mountains is where where this place is. This golf course. Mountain Air, it's called. And it is wonderful. I think it's spectacular. Let me see if I can. Here, let's see. Mountain Air. Here, so that you know what it looks like. Here's a video, and let me see if I can make this sound. So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear it though. That is, let's see. Add application audio capture. Yeah. And let's see if we can make Edge. Create new. Oh, you did? Okay. So Edge has been added. Let's see if you guys can hear it now. Let's make that big. And let's just wait for this ad. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear it. Oh no, I don't think you guys can hear it. Yeah, it doesn't sound. That's weird. No sound. Yeah, I noticed that. Audio properties. Let's see. Edge. Edge is monitor and output. Let's see if that works. Nope. It's not coming through, right? Let me get something else here then. Properties. Maybe I have too many of these suckers on here. Let me get rid of this one. Delete. Edge. Yes. Add audio output capture. Here we go. This is what we can do. And we're going to create that, and we're going to connect it to the headphones so you guys can hear what I'm hearing. maybe. Let's see. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this off. You still hear the simulator, right? But I think now you'll be able to hear the...
land. But getting in and out of here won't be easy. It's a short runway at the edge of a cliff, almost a mile in the sky. So let's get ready to take off. So we're about 35 miles south of Mountain Air right now. We're cleaning off the plane, we're gonna put some cameras on, then we're gonna take off. So I've wanted to land here for probably 10 plus years. This is an airport that's higher elevation than we've ever done before, so it's 4,432 feet, almost-ish getting close to a mile up in the sky. We've had to postpone this trip a few times now due to weather. Wind and mountains can be really dangerous, especially for a plane that's only 100 horsepower. Might get a little bit tricky, so we'll have to see what we're in for. Clear prop. Clear!
That's the kind of plane I love, by the way. I love that airplane.
Okay, 2465, that's who we talked to on the way in. I assume that's probably good for the way out. Cannot go above 4,300 until we're talking to them, because there's airspace that we'd run right into, and that would not be good. Hendersonville traffic, Cessna 223.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna have a 360 camera strapped to the plane for the entire trip.
Here we go.
This footage is about to be insane.
There's full power, full rich. Green, 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 charging. Woo! Get up out of here. Yeah, 318 to Cessna 150, we're just off.
After a quick request for flight following and an airspace transition, we were off.
5318, ready to contact 8 miles south, Yassville Airport, maintain vehicle on course.
Mountain Air, baby! I wanted to go here for like a decade. I've wanted to live here since I saw a picture of it. It just looks like the coolest place on earth, so.
I might be nervous.
I think it's going to be great. Honestly, if anything, I'd be a little bit more nervous about the way out tomorrow. Just the taking off that high up.
What?
Trying to get a 100 horsepower plane to accelerate and take off on a sub 3,000 foot strip at 4,500 feet up is just, it's not going to accelerate like you're used to.
Hey, that's not helping me.
So because this is a private club, you have to get approval before you land. It's like a 2-stage like phone interview. You have to like study their whole landing procedure, which we'll be doing soon. And then eventually you get a multi-digit like secret code that you have to give them from the air when you're on the way in so that they can give you permission to land. So it is like a gated,
Feels
private,
like 007.
pretty 007-ish. Yeah.
I'm starting to get foliage.
Look at that, that's crazy, that's science. It's like just at the tops. It's just starting to get cold enough at the tops. That's so cool.
With 8 miles to go, here's our plan. First, we're going to fly over Mountain Air to do a visual check of the runway.
That's what we're going to do.
Then we'll fly 3 miles northeast to Burnsville, North Carolina.
Because there's
There,
no
we'll
weather.
spiral down to 5,500. That gets us down to the traffic pattern altitude.
And finally, we'll look to follow a highway all the way to runway 32, where we'll join a right downwind to land the plane.
I'm going to click over and see if we can pick up this automated METAR.
Mountain Air Airport, runway 32, automated advisory, wind, calm, temperature 12 Celsius, density altitude 5,000, airport for private use only. Welcome to the highest runway east of the Mississippi.
That's badass.
I love her too. Do we need to meet her?
I know, I hope so. Go off, Queen. Mountain Air traffic, Cessna 22318, 5 miles now to the southwest at 7,500, inbound full stop for 32, Mountain Air.
Roger that. We have no reported air traffic.
Landing code is...
Roger that.
All right, now I'm really excited.
Okay, we're almost over top. Go ahead and do landing light. We might be landing above the clouds, y'all. That's a first for sure. Okay, so we'll enter our right downwind.
Those clouds are gonna be below us when we land. That's so dope.
There's Burnsville. All right, we're spiraling down. So we're at 7,500 now, on our way down to 5,500. So we're gonna burn 2,000 feet.
Ooh.
Follow the highway from Burnsville, which I think is that one.
I've got a highway right below me. Yeah, it's kind of like a annoying thing to be like the highway and there's more than one.
It's just one of these roads, I think. Mountain Air traffic, Cessna 318 joining right downwind 32, Mountain Air. There are the bumps.
And that's where we're going.
That's where we're going.
Oh my god.
Mountain Air traffic, Cessna 318 turning final 32, full stop, Mountain Air. It's blowing us.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna slow down a little bit here.
There's the light signals at the end.
Yep. Come on.
Oh my gosh. Amazing.
Wow. That was nuts.
Mr. Reggie, that golf cart, that green one pointing toward the tarmac is all yours.
The landing might be over, but that's not even the hardest part of flying here. So we packed up our stuff, played a round of golf at the resort.
Who's winning?
I'm not.
And came up with a game plan for our departure.
Right now it says that tomorrow at 8 a.m. it's going to be density altitude of 4,789. At 9 a.m. it's 4920. So that means the plane will behave as if we're at 4,900 feet, even though we're actually at 4,432 feet. We should be good to go.
Alright guys, we just woke up and it's obviously a little cloudy back here. You can see the runway kind of disappearing, but when this thin layer here moves out, we're just going to be like clear skies up top and just an ocean of clouds below. It's going to be unbelievable.
The plan? Take off on the other runway, which slopes downhill. Plus, we've got just a half tank of gas to help make us lighter. All of that should help us get up to speed to take off on this high elevation runway.
You ready?
Yep. You ready to die?
Mountain Air traffic, Cessna 318 back taxiing runway 14, Mountain Air.
Roger, we know for air traffic.
Alright, thank you.
I'm shade right now.
Alright,
right?
doors locked, you're good?
Yeah, doors closed.
Alright, we're gonna line up, we're gonna do full brakes, full power, and then let go. Ready?
Yep.
Mountain Air traffic, Cessna 318 departing runway 14 will be a left crosswind departure, Mountain Air. Okay, we're off. Green, 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 charging. Feel that how slow it is to get going?
Yeah.
That's expected, but we're already actually picking up pretty decent speed, and here comes the hill.
Yeah.
Looking good. Oh yeah, there you go, that hill is making it nice.
We're flying.
We're flying, keep the nose down. Get some good speed coming over here.
Oh my god.
Gonna get our left turn going. Mountain Air traffic, Cessna 38 left downwind departure toward Burnsville for the climb. See ya. Our plan worked really well.
We didn't die. Oh yeah.
There you go. That's where we are headed today, and I think we're gonna do well. I think we're gonna do well. It's not gonna be bad. And now I'm going to turn the simulator back on, and we're gonna go ahead and turn this thing off. PC. How can I turn the? Oh, I can do this. Whoop, there we go. Fantastic. And now I can turn this back on here. So I can't hear nothing. There we go. Now I can hear the. You even hear the little from the radio. Somebody's talking on the radio. Let's see. What are they saying? This is going to be great. Try not to scream, please. Yes, it'll be fine. We'll be fine. Everything's fine. Famous last words. Everything's going to be fine. Are there any airplanes close to where we are? Let's see. I have lost track of my own airplane. Where? Navigraph. There we are. Nope, still no air traffic control coverage anywhere near where we are. So that's good. It is good. We shall be fine. Don't worry. Do not worry. We are good. Let me take this off of the screen. Just there we go. And here, you can you'll be calm when you see my calm pilot face. Nothing phases me. We're gonna be fine. What is that? Oh my god. What was that? Did you hear that? Look, the dog will calm us down. Look at his face. He's calm. See? That's what a calm dog looks like. Okay, now I'm freaking out because this simulator was stuttering. Okay, no, it's back. Cool. Like the flight does not spook me, but when the simulator starts to do that thing where it goes stutters, they're not. But this guy is actually pretty chill. See? It's surprising how chill a taxidermied dog can be. Chill to the touch. We are now close. We are 15 miles away. So we should start saying our stuff here. Mountain air traffic, November 72, Mike, Echo 15 miles to the south, 8,500 feet inbound to approach the field. Mountain air. Let's see if we have any information, any weather information from Mountain Air here. We do. According to this thing, the wind is coming from the north to the south, 163 knots, so we can land in either direction. And 3006 is our altimeter. So we'll put that in here, 3006. That means we're a little lower than we thought we were. 3006. There we go. And I will, before I forget, I'm going to start our recorder. And we're going to go ahead and start descending to pattern altitude, which is going to be 5,000. Here's the town that dude was talking about. Here's the town, I think. Yeah, and then he went around, following the road. See? What he did is he went down into this valley and then followed this road over here and then went whoop, landed on this thing. But we're going to go and do it from here. Although this could be bumpy, this ridge here at the top, but we'll see. Our airplane is a lot more capable than his airplane. See, because we can go over this ridge no problem on a Bonanza. On that little Cessna that he was flying, I can understand his hesitation of flying up this high, and then see, we're starting to feel the bumps, and it's because of this ridge. This ridge makes the wind, if the wind's coming from over here, it's going to push the wind up and it's going to push us up. Or if it's coming from this direction, it's going to do the opposite. It's going to suck us down. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Yes. Oh, why did that stay? That was weird. Thank you. Yeah, this ridge here I was talking about. Look, ooh, it's dragging us down. See what I told you? Look at that. Ooh, down 1,000 feet per minute. There we go. But as I said, this airplane is super capable and they don't care. It doesn't care that we got those little bumps. And I think I see Mountain Air over here. So we're going to start our descent. We're going to take autopilot off. And we're going to do this nice and chill. Lower our manifold pressure. And let's see. We're good. Those mountains up in the front are no factor. So we're going to start descending. about 1,000 feet per minute, and I want to do it a nice, slow, controlled descent. I don't want to go crazy with it or descent, so. Can you see the runway? I can see the runway already. It's right here. And we are heading 3-2, so that makes sense that we would be in a straight-in landing for 3-2 if we wanted to approach it. And if it's only 3 knots, if the wind is only 3 knots, then it should be good. What we're going to do is we're going to overfly it, though, and we're going to see there should be a windsock or something. And that is going to tell us, see right here. And here is the golf course. You can see the golf course right next to it. Alright, just a gear warning, going slow, so I'm just gonna start saying, hey, your gear is up, by the way. If you're gonna do this landing, you may want to consider. Let's get some flaps in here. Let's get some flappage. Some flappage going to slow us down a little more. There we go. I don't want to descend too fast. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That is so cool. Wow. Beautiful weather too. After trying, we've tried this twice coming here, and it's always been terrible weather. Today is like the one day that actually has really nice weather. And we got to keep our eyes open for a windsock. The whole oh, there it is. Okay, 3-2 is the right runway. I saw the windsock right at the last moment. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was telling us that 3-2 is safe. Here's another windsock. Look, it's not even moving. That's one sad looking windsock right there. Okay, we're going to stay at 5,000. I'm going to give it a little bit of extra juice here. And we're going to be landing at 3-2. So we're going to go ahead and spin around and go around again. Flying right over the field right now. Nice. Mountain Air traffic, November 72, Mike Echo on downwind runway 32, Mountain Air. So 3-2 would be 1-6 on the needles, so we're going to stick to 1-6 right there. Should be parallel to the runway. Gonna give it a little extra mixture here. Move over, doggy. I want to look out the window. Yep, parallel. Doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Look at that. It's like mountains, tons of mountains, mountains everywhere. I can see why this is a spooky place to land. Also, there's like little mountains on each side, like little hills on each side of the runway, which also makes it a little spooky. So we're going to continue going this way till we get to around 3 miles away from the airport, and then 2 miles would be good. 2 miles is good. Alright, full mixture, full power that is on the RPMs. Fuel pump is on. Landing lights come on. We are on the, we're not on the fullest tank, so I'm going to switch that up to be on the fullest tank. And now we're good. Kill it, power out there a bit, and we turn base. Mountain Air traffic, November 72 Mike Echo on base runway 32 Mountain Air. And now we should see there the strip come up. Any minute now. We did too much, I think. Let's see. I think we did. We turned too much. Where's the strip? I lost sight of it. Oh no, I lost sight of the strip. Should be straight ahead. 3, 2. Yeah, I lost sight of it. Where is it? Are we flying too low? We can't be flying too low, right? We're at... Oh yeah, we are flying low. There it is. Oh my goodness. We are flying too low. That's what happened. I let the bird fall. But it's right there and we got it in sight. And this is going to be a beautiful landing, so no worries, no pressure. All right. Thank you for reminding me. The gear comes down. And we are on final. Mountain Air traffic, November 72 Mike Echo, short final, runway 32. Mountain Air. Here we go. Give it a little juice here. Runway's made, and we can set her down. Ooh, that was nice and smooth. 109, that's beautiful. Welcome to Mountain Air. Look, we have the place all to ourselves. Only one airplane is here. Mountain Air traffic, November 72 Mike Echo is clear of the runway, Mountain Air. Usually this place is packed, but today it's only one airplane. Hello, Sleazy. How you doing? Welcome aboard, buddy. We have just landed here at Mountain Air. And we're going to go do some golfing. We're going to go do some golfing and have a good time and get in the pool maybe. And yeah, this landing was a little out of the ordinary for me. And it was fun though. It was a lot of fun. Good thing I brought this airplane. If I would have brought an underpowered airplane, this would have been a lot tougher than it actually was. So let's go take a look. Let's go take a look around Mountain Air. Look at this. Isn't this place awesome? And I think they even got some, yeah, they got some golf carts. Little golf trails. There's a little pond here. Right next to the airplane to put out the fires when you crash. Look, and they even got a little rowboat there so that you can get into the center where the water is better for putting out smoldering crashes. And over here, look. Now this is what I call the epitome of swankiness. You got an outhouse right in the middle of the golf course. See, there's no need for you to pee in the sand traps. You can pee here in privacy. Oh, this place is the tops, I'm telling you, man. Look at that. This is fantastic. Wow. I actually did a very, very nice job modeling this place. This is not, by the way, this is not default Microsoft Flight Simulator. I bought the scenery for this airport. Just because I think it's so nice. It's so cool, and they've modeled it really pretty. They put these little logs there. So they're going to build something here, but they haven't started yet. Look, somebody's house over here on the edge. Okay, these houses are Microsoft Flight Simulator default houses. These are not part of the scenery. But this path is part of the scenery. And so far, so look pretty cool. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. Look, there's a person here. Oh my gosh. Hello, lady. How you doing? She doesn't look very happy to see me. She's like, oh, you're here. Hi. Look, birds. A whole bunch of birds. She looks zoned out. No, Sleazy, I'm not using the new microphone because I don't know. I don't know. I kind of like the fact that on this one I can hear like better. You know, and I can move around like that, and you guys will hear pretty much the same thing because the microphone is right on my mouth. And on the other one, the microphone is here. So when I turn to look at one of the screens or look at one of the other monitors, it sounds weird. Yeah. They did a great job. Yeah, didn't they? They did a great job of the details, for sure. And now look at this part. Isn't this cool? Wow. Look at that pool. And that totally fake water in that pool. Yeah. They even did that little roadway thing here. With the rocks here to keep you on the path. This is a nice place. Oh wow, the lodge. The lodge looks really cool. And those guys from the video that we saw who landed here, they really didn't take much videos of the place itself, did they? They just like, oh yeah, we played some golf and then bloop 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 left. It was all about the flight, but the place is beautiful. Look at these little, like, I imagine you can rent out like one of these houses up here, right? You want to sleep over. Now, if you miss the green here and you have to, like the ball rolls down the mountain, what happens? You have to go down the mountain and keep hitting it back up again, or do you say do over and shoot again? Because I know golfers, I don't play any golf at all, so I don't know what the rules are. Yeah, I agree. I don't play golf at all, but I do want to go to this place. Just because it's so nice. It is very, very beautiful up here and peaceful. I guess it has to be peaceful. I mean, if you manage to land here, you need peace of mind. You need to be chill. You need to relax after landing there on 3-2 in the middle of the mountains. Oh, the ICAO is 2 November Charlie 0. 2 November Charlie 0. Mountain Air, Burnsville. It's a private airfield, so you got to call in advance if you're planning on going, and they do like a whole interview process before they let you in, and then they give you a secret code when you're on approach, if you don't know that secret code, they don't let you in. They don't let you land. So, yeah. We just saw a video on it, so that's how I know, because I have never been here. But we saw some dude's YouTube video landing here, and he like gave all the details about this place. Now though, we are here, Mountain Air. But you know what? There's another place right nearby called 33 November Romeo. And I think 33 November Romeo would be a nice place to go to. So let's see if we can take off from Mountain Air and land at 33 November Romeo. Because it also looks like it's up in the mountains. And that one, it doesn't even show up on that one doesn't even show up on Navigraph, so that one's going to be another cool place to go. Let's go take a look. 33 November Romeo, battery, alternators, beacon. Let's get some mixture. Give it a little bit of juice here. Open the cowl flaps. Parking brake is on. And let's just see if it'll turn on. It's not going to want to turn on. Let's try it. Nope. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this off. We're going to go ahead and give this mixture out. We're going to burn off whatever fuel is in there. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and give it a little bit of there, a fuel pump. And we're going to do this. Startup procedure. Did it start? Nope. Nope. Okay, starting a warm airplane is always a little bit of a a hassle. So we have to do turning on with the mixture off to burn off any gas lock that may be in there. Okay, now we're gonna give it a good old-fashioned. Now we're gonna put the throttle. Okay. And now we put some mixture back in. Let's see if this works. There we go. It's in. And we rev it up to 10,000 RPMs. And we lower. Okay, we lean. There we go. Plane is on. See, I read the manual this time, and I knew you had to do that. All right. Now let's see. Cowl flaps are open. We are on the fullest tank. We turn on our avionics because we got to put this new place in here. And I have no information on this other airport that we're going to, except I know the identifier 33 November Romeo. So we're going to put that in here. And we're not going to climb to 6. We're going to stay at 6,000. Enter, flight plan. We're going to go ahead and menu, invert flight plan. All right. And we're going to take this off. Clear. Yes. And we're going to put 3 November Romeo. Which is called Skyline Peak, Mars Hill. That's where we're going. Should be close by. It's only 9 miles away. It's not that far. 9 miles away. We're going to be there in the blink of an eye. Now, here's the thing. The guy had on the video, the guy was like, they took off. Even with a tailwind, it's probably a better idea to take off downhill. Like this. Because you get the extra momentum of going downhill. Alright. Going uphill, you're fighting gravity. And trying to take off, and it's not going to be a pretty sight. So we're going to go ahead and go downhill and do a downhill takeoff. So that is briefed. Okay, here's passenger briefing. Please make sure you have your seatbelts on. Make sure you have paid all of your medical and life insurance. That should be up to date. Also, if we have some sort of engine trouble before we take off, then I will immediately put the plane back on the tarmac and put the brakes on and pray to dear baby Jesus that we don't fall off the other side of the runway. If we take off, we have engine trouble, and there is no runway left, then we will try to find a nice place to be buried somewhere down there, because there's no place to land down there. So we'll just have to brace for impact. Ooh, cabin temperature is low. Check it out. Okay, let's get a little bit of heat coming in here. There we go. And other than that, it should be fine. Come on, nothing's gonna happen. Everything's gonna be fine. Fine. Done this a million times. All right, brakes come off. And we go. Your comment is on the review. What happened? What did you comment? Booties. Okay, it was on booties. That's what. How do I allow it? Allow it. There we go. There you go. I think booties is not a permitted word here by the Autobot. The Automodder. Automod bot is a little... well, the Autobot mod does keep it civil here, so... Alright, turn around. Turn. Try not to make too much noise to wake the guests. I am so in love with this airplane. This is like my second favorite airplane in the simulator right now. There we are. We are headed straight. You could have been talking about your boots. Yes, you could have. You could. We'll pretend that's what you were talking about in case Twitch asks. All right. Am I still connected? Yes, I am still connected. So we'll see what's here. Mountain air traffic, November 72, Mike Echo taking off. Runway 14, departure to And we're doing a left crosswind departure to the west. Mountain Air. Alright. Let's give it. We're gonna have to take off leaned. There we go. Okay, brakes come off. We're treating it like a short takeoff, like a short field takeoff, just because it kind of is. Alright, yeah, gravity, do your thing. There we go. Lift it, lift it, lift it. And we are off. Feet on the brakes. Gear comes up. Good. Flaps come up. And we keep the nose up. There we go. Very, very cool. And now we do our continue to climb. And to help us climb, to gain some time while we're climbing, we're going to do our left crosswind departure. Mountain Air traffic, November 72, Mike Echo, 5,000 feet, doing left crosswind departure to the west. Last call, Mountain Air. Thank you. There we go. Let's get a nice view over there of where we just took off from. We're at 6,000. We're at 5,500. That's why the alarm is beeping, because we said we were going to be at 6,500. So it's telling us we've got 1,000 feet to go on our climb here. It really kind of puts it into perspective when you get farther away from the place and you see it, you know, from a distance. Because down there it looks so beautiful, but from up here it looks like, it's just a tiny little plot of land on the top of a mountain. Okay, we're climbing. Stop your nagging. There we are, 6,500. We are going to now straighten out, get into cruise configuration, and lean it out a little more. And we can go ahead and close the flaps. Close those flaps. Flaps are closed. And we're gonna hand fly it, just because this plane is nice and stable. It's got a beefy engine. It's like a Cadillac. It's actually more like a pickup truck because of the space and the power. Now, this next airfield that we're going to look for, I have not bought the scenery for, so I think it's going to be just the airstrip and probably no buildings, or maybe, those automatically generated buildings. But we'll see. I do not know the altitude either, so we're going to have to eyeball this one, because this one's not on Navigraph. I could look for it on SkyVector. Let's see. Can we look for it on SkyVector? Airports. 33 November Romeo. Skyline Peak. There we are. Ooh, it shows up. Fantastic. Private use. Status closed indefinitely. Okay, that's why. But if it's on Microsoft Flight Simulator, we can land in it, even though it's closed indefinitely. And it's in Atlanta. Sectional chart is in Atlanta. Okay. That's why it doesn't show up on Navigraph, because it's closed. It's a closed airport. Attendance is unattended. Private use only. Got 2 runways. 6 and 24. It was activated in June 2009. I wonder if they were trying to like do something similar to Mountain Air, and then it didn't work for some reason, and they just shut it down. Interesting. Okay, altitude. Where is it? 4,200. It's the same as, very similar to Mountain Air. Even the altitude is very similar to Mountain Air. What did we say? The runways were 6 and 24. Okay, cool. 6 and 24. So it will be like just perpendicular to where we're flying. Let's see. You can see it. Oh, here it is. It's right here. Check it out. Now, here are mountains, so that looks sketchy. So probably coming this way is probably a better idea. Is there a windsock? Straight. Yes, look, the windsock. Okay, so coming from this direction is probably better. Okay, we're gonna do a dogleg approach. No offense, buddy. We're gonna do a dogleg, okay? Alright. 2424. So we gotta be heading 6. I'm gonna do a not too steep turn here. And also help us slow down a bit. And I don't want to fall, so lifting it up. Okay. Should be parallel. Not yet. Almost parallel. We're going to go behind this hill here, so we're not going to lose track of the runway for a bit. But should be no problem. Alright, we're going to stay here at 5,000. 500. And maybe go down a little bit more because it is going to be a short approach there. So we're going to be, okay, here's the plan. We're going to go over this hill here thing, or maybe, yeah, we're going to go over this thing and then come down and zoom right into the thing. So gear comes down, flaps are down, please fasten your seatbelts. Fasten your seatbelts, because this one is going to be a doozy. There's the runway. Straight out. We're at base. Skyline. Peak Airport, November 72, Mike Echo on short final for runway 24. Skyline. Alright. Second notch flaps. And straighten out here. There we go. So far, so good. Runway is made. Power comes off, and we just glide it down. Nice, 55. Wow, I think that was one of the best ones I've done. And look, there's nothing here. This is an auto-generated, completely auto-generated place. No buildings or nothing. we're gonna do a little bit of a drone work camera here. Drone work to see what this place is like. Oh, you know what? I just realized I did not turn off the recorder, so I recorded this one and the previous one, so that's good. That's good, that's good. Okay. Put the brakes on, and we'll go check it out. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the recorder now because I want to check out those 2 landings. Look at this one. There's nothing here, and if I zoom out, we should be able to see like the... Oops, no, not this one. This one. We should be able to see at least like what the satellite picture looked like. And you know what? The satellite picture shows no buildings. Okay, there's kind of a building here at the start. And I'm guessing the planes would park here. Like you would land and come and park over here maybe. 'Cause yeah, there's no other place to park. This is a strange one. I wonder if they just built the airport and maybe you had to taxi your airplane out up here and park like in a hangar somewhere else. Would that make sense? Strange airport here. Skyline Peak. And it exists. Yeah, there are some close houses. But the thing is, I bet you the land is for sale. Maybe to get the supply. It could be. Maybe they only use it to build the houses. And then that's it. But I don't know. What surprises me is that there's no hangars. Like there's no place to like, where do you keep the plane? Like if you live here and you think this is a great place to live, and you know I'm gonna keep my planes and fly around, and yeah, but you're just gonna tie it down and leave it out there. Don't know. Tell you what, let's go ahead and look at our landings, because we didn't check the landing for we did not check our landing here. Were we at the right spot here? No, not yet. Oh, that was the pass we did to see. Okay. Here's where we were looking for the airport. And there's where we found the airport. That's where we dropped the gear. Okay, okay. Whoop. All right, we're gonna stop it here. That's where we touched down. And now we'll do the fancy camera work. Oh, that's weird. Why is it doing that? Fancy camera work? Yes, fancy camera work. Okay. And we'll do this, and maybe this. And maybe go up a little bit. There we go. And now we'll do this thing here, and we'll press this button, and there we go. Here's how we landed, how it looked from the club. Oh, Mary, look, an airplane is coming. Oh yes. Do you think we will have time to open our champagne before it lands? I do not know. I do know that they may have Grey Poupon on board, and that excites me, so. Yes, Mary, it excites me as well. Here comes the airplane, watch. I say, Mary, he landed it beautifully. Yes, he did. Okay, now I'm winning. All right. That was our landing. That was pretty good, wasn't it? Didn't it look nice? It looked a lot nicer on the replay than it did when we were inside the airplane. So that was not bad. I do not remember if I have set up cameras on this airplane. Oh, let's see. So we could do a wing view. And but let's see. Maybe I do. Let's see. I do have wing views. Oh my gosh. Which side do you want to look at? The left or the right? Left. You got it. We'll be looking towards the left. And we're going to go back a little bit. Here we go. And let's get some nice landing music. We'll use this one. And let's give it a view here on the wing view camera. Into this beautiful air park, and check it out. Even the plane's changed. We're landing in somebody else's plane. Yep, we're landing on top of some other dude's plane that wasn't here when we originally recorded this. Now, boop, pause, and let's get out of wing view mode here. Why can't I? There we are. Let's go into the second airport that we took off from. Oh, this is me trying to turn the airplane on. Ooh. You know what? We could actually even see. Let's see. We could see this. We could see our takeoff. Oh wow, that'll be fun. Let's see. How do I get the camera over? Okay. Okay, the takeoff. Okay, we took off right around here, so and we'll do that, and we'll do this. And let's see what happens. See what that looks like. I say, Mary, there goes that plane again. They stayed for a short time, didn't they? Yes. That dog looked so scared. But they're out. Good riddance, I say. Alright, we're back here. Now let's go ahead and pause and let's get ourselves situated for the other landing we did. This one right here. Okay. Yeah, this was a strange airport. And maybe we'll climb a little bit. There we go. And we will stop following us this way, and we'll come over here. There we go. No, we're outside of the draw distance, so it's going to be drawing us as we approach. There we go. Oh yeah, that was a little more exciting of an approach. Look, last minute correction. Yeah, those kids who fly the fighter jets, they gotta do this kind of landing. These are fun landings. There we are. Woohoo. That would look better. That one was a nicer landing than the other one, I think. Maybe. Actually, both were pretty good. Well, glad you liked it. I am so happy that you liked it. Thank you so much. We have time for one more flight, so where should we do it? I leave it up to you guys in the chat. Any suggestions? First suggestions will be the ones we will evaluate. Evaluate first. Boop. And let's see. We could fly a different airplane. We can fly the same airplane. We can go wherever you guys want, actually. Well, if the weather is good, we can go wherever you guys want. Because, yeah, let's see. Let's look at Windy. Let's see what Windy says. Windy here. Let's see. Satellite information. Like most of the U.S. is, well, the center part of the U.S. is got clouds. The rest of it looks pretty good. Funnily enough, oh no, actually, There is air traffic control all around Maryland, Washington, Delaware, Atlantic City, Atlanta. How far is it to Charleston, South Carolina? Let's see. No, it's not that far actually. Charleston, let's see, Charleston. Search. Charleston Executive Airport. Okay, I got it here. I'm going to put it as add to route to destination, add. It's 223 nautical miles. So, from here to Charleston, it's 223 nautical miles. For a jet, we'll get there in no time, right? Maybe, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. If we take one of these planes, yeah, it'll be slow going. It's going to be a couple of hours to get there. But we could go to Charleston and take off from somewhere else. We can make a shorter trip. We can take off from Beaufort. If you like. Let's see, we got Beaufort and we got Hilton Head, which is by the Hilton Head Plantation. That's not that far away. That one's pretty good. Hilton Head. Or we could look north, yes. We could do Hilton Head, or we could go, let's see, north of Charleston. We could go. You mean come from the north to down to Charleston? Because we could do that. What's this? Nooks. Columbia Hamilton, Columbia Metro, Florence. Oh, what's this? Myrtle Beach. We could go from Myrtle Beach. From Myrtle Beach down to Charleston. That one looks also interesting if you want to go from the north to the south. Let's see, Myrtle Beach. Sounds good? We'll do that. Okay, we'll add route. That'll be our origin. From Myrtle Beach to Charleston. We could land like right in the center of the city, because I'm seeing that. Here, let me show you what I'm seeing. Navigraph. Cool. So this is Charleston. Charleston Executive Airport is outside the city. It's like over here. And this is Charleston Air Force Base. And also international. Base operations, passengers terminal, transient ramp. This one looks like a big airport. And then you have, this is Dorchester County, so that's somewhere else. So I don't know. You want to land? We land here at the Air Force Base, or you want to land at the Executive? Either way, we could like fly around and see the city, see the sights. What is this? Class Charlie airspace. We need to get clearance to get in there, but I don't know if there's air traffic control there at the moment. Let's see. Nope, no air traffic control there at the moment. We can get in and head out and do whatever the hell we want. Cool. All right, we'll do that one. We'll do the one with the air at the air base then. It looks big. Open airport, yeah. Here, add to route, and we'll put it as an origin, as our destination actually. Add. There we go. Now all we need to do is figure out which airplane we want to take. We've been flying the Bonanza, the A36 Bonanza, which is a beautiful, beautiful airplane. We got quite a few here to choose from. We could take a two-seater. We could take a this one, the Mooney. The Mooney is always a nice airplane. We could take the Seminole, which is a twin, or the Seneca, which is a bigger twin. You could take a more modern airplane like the Diamond. Let's see. The Arrows, which to me are very similar to the Bonanza, except they're a little cheaper and a little older maybe. We could take the 310, Cessna 310, twin aircraft. This is this is an airplane from the 60s. The Navion, this is an airplane from the 40s. You want to go vintage? We could go vintage with a Navion, which is an airplane from the 20s. I mean, this is an airplane from the 40s. Second World War technology in this sucker. Yeah. Or we could like slum it and go in a Cub. This is a wooden airplane made. This is a French airplane, I think. The Robin DR400. Two-seater only two people. So we got a few. The Mall. Is there one here that I have not flown? No, I've flown pretty this huge one I have never flown, but I'm not gonna. This one needs water to land. The Hughes Hercules, right? This is a huge airplane. I've never flown that one. I don't like the airliners either, so I don't fly them much, or at all. This is another airplane from the 30s. This is the Erco. This is a two-seat airplane from the 1930s, and this is kind of very vintage. So if there's anything here that sticks out to you. Oh, Hilton Head is your home airport. Awesome, Light Dasher. Welcome aboard. Oh my gosh, and you know what? I just noticed that I still have this thing on it. Tell you what. Let's go here. Let's go here, I think is where we go, right? And then we go here, right. And then you like the planes? Nice. This is the one from the 1940s. The company that made the P-51s, the Mustang, also made this airplane. And this was like for people to ride in. Because they thought, okay, we did such a good job with the Mustangs in the winning World War II, we'll make one so that you can fly around. And this is the Navion. And if I recall correctly, it's made from parts from the Mustangs. That's why it kind of looks like a Mustang. And the Erco, which is from the 1930s, let's see if I can show it to you here. Here, the Urco. This is a two-person airplane from the 1930s, and their whole goal was to make it easy to fly. So it did not have rudder controls. There is no rudder pedal, and you can only turn the plane with the joystick, with ailerons. That's it. No flaps either. These guys decided that no, you're gonna fly this like, no flaps. If you need to slow down the old-fashioned way and do aerodynamic braking. Yeah. Also, when you're on the ground, you turn it with the ailerons, which are connected to the front here, and that will turn it. So it's a very funky plane to fly. Just stabilizer and ailerons. That's it. That's all this airplane had. And yeah, it's a funky little airplane. But it's supposed to be super easy to fly, right? Because of the fact that you don't have rudders, except that if you're already a trained pilot and you get on it, it just feels wrong. It feels really wrong when you're flying it. But I kind of like it. It's just so weird and crazy that it's a fun plane to fly around. So we could fly that one if you like, or we could fly the other one we saw, the Navion, which was cool if you want to go vintage. Right? Let's see, which one was the other one that I said that was also kind of vintage? The Maul is also kind of a vintage airplane. It's a tail dragger, and this is the Maul. It's a tail dragger. It's a stall aircraft designed for short takeoff and landings, which, for where we're going, it doesn't matter because we got a huge runway. This is also kind of vintage. This is from the 50s. Time of the Beatles. And this one had its own TV show, actually. There was a TV show about this airplane, the 310. Let's see. Cessna 310. Here we go. Let's see, the television show. It started making in 1954. Commercial, military, notable. Where is it, the TV show? There's a television show. Nope. We gotta find it here. It says no. Sky King. Sky King was the name of a television show, and it was in 1946, based on a blah 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 story. Sky King was an American radio and television series. Its lead character was an Arizona rancher and aircraft pilot, Schuler Sky King. There. So this was the airplane that this was about. You want to go? Let's go into 310. We haven't flown this one in a long time. All right, let's go back. Okay, let's choose a livery for the 310. We got these options here. We can make kind of orangey little lines, or we can go chrome, bare metal. This one kind of looks fun, doesn't it? Bare metal. And right, let's go and put it in the map. It's a TV show from the 1940s or 1950s, yeah. So Let's get into this thing here. We're going to go and start from KMYR. KMYR. Myrtle Beach. By the way, this one of these airplanes, this 310, my school has one, and that's why they teach you multiple engine airplanes. Set as departure. We're going to go ahead and choose a small ramp. It doesn't look like a small ramp. That's a gate. That's a small ramp. Real time, real weather. If you want to fly along, you can. Just look, there's people flying. Awesome. You just make sure you're going to the East Europe. No, not East Europe. US East server. That's where I'm at. Or on VATSIM. I'm also on VATSIM. Connect. We're flying the C310. And let's go ahead and file a flight plan. We're flying VFR from Myrtle Beach, Kilo Mike Yankee Romeo. And we will be landing at Kilo Charlie Hotel Sierra. All right, taking off in about 10 minutes, and time en route should be around 30 minutes. Fuel available, we got plenty. Cruise speed, this plane flies fast, so I'm thinking 160 knots. And our altitude, we're going west, so it's got to be an even number. We can go at 8,500 feet. And we're going direct, so that's Kilo Mike Yankee Romeo. And we're going to Kilo Charlie Hotel Charlie. File plan has been filed. Cool. We're in, we're in, we're in. Yeah. Thank you. I like the Beatles. Here we are. Welcome to our lovely 310 parked here with all of its protective things. So let's get it ready to go. Control lock, we can take that off. Let's get the little iPad here running. All right, let's go ahead and close the nose baggage, rear baggage, left locker, right locker. Engine covers come off, intake cover come off, PO cover comes off, fuel comes off. It is a, well, it's a dual, two engines. That means you can carry a lot of weight on this airplane. You can carry a lot of weight. This airplane is kind of tough to fly because it's heavy. You kind of have to fly it into the ground. You can't glide it because it won't glide. It'll fall like a rock. So yeah, landing it's learned. I'm still not good at landing it. But the more you fly it, the more you learn, right? Let's close the passenger door. Let's see who's coming with me. Only you two guys. Okay, so we'll leave the dog in the front, okay, if you don't mind, because you know he's my personal support dog. So we'll put you guys in the middle. There you are, and there you are. See, look, we have taxidermied passengers in this airplane. Fantastic. All right, and let's go ahead and let's just check the plane first, because you got to check your plane, right? Look, our plane is also clean, and you can make it clean or dirty, which is also pretty cool. We could make it like super dirty if you want to fly in a grimy airplane, or we can clean it. And the rate of change, this is how quickly it gets dirty, right? Let's go ahead and put some fuel. Left main. No, not the tip tanks. I like to do it from here. Fuel. There we go, that's better. 70. We won't need that much. We're only flying a short distance. Yeah. This is an add-on plane. This is fantastic. And this feels good. This feels good. This feels good. And here, our status. We got to check everything. Inspect it. No defects found, but check it out. We got low oil. This airplane will fail if you don't do these things, if you don't do these checks. So you gotta make sure nothing is in the yellow. Otherwise you will have a failure. All right, we're ready to go, guys. Isn't that cool? We are ready to go, and the puppy is happy. And this is one of those airplanes that I like because you actually see the puppy. Oh no, it took my people away. Why? Don't take my people away. All right. It's very sexist, this airplane. Like if I put 180 pounds, it assumes it's a guy. And if I put anything less than that, like 150, it assumes it's a girl. So yeah, this airplane is sexist. You guys are back, don't worry. You just look a little different now. You're still stuffed, so you know that's something to look forward to. Some people like being stuffed, you know. We don't judge here on this airplane. We don't judge here on this channel. Let's turn on the battery and the alternator. Let's turn on our anti-collision lights. Anti-collision light is on. Cool. Turn that on. Cowl flaps come open. We have two cowl flaps because of course we have two engines. That's why we have two of everything. Two mixture controls, two prop controls, and two throttle controls, right? All right, so we're going to start off our right engine first. Turn our right engine magnetos on. Turn on fuel pump. You can hear it. We turn right. We prime it, and we start. There we go. And then we make sure that the right engine is exactly 1,000 RPMs. Cool. Now we do the same thing for the left. We can turn off our fuel pump. We go turn on the magnetos. All right. Then we go to the left primer and left fuel pump, and we turn it. Yes, the puppy is pilot monitoring today. I trust this dog with my life. All right. Now we can go ahead and turn on our nav lights. We can go ahead and turn on our no strobe lights yet. Taxi lights, yes. We can extend. This is really cool. Check it out. These are the lights here. You see the lights here? Watch this. Extend the light. Isn't that cool? Our landing lights are on and extended. Cool. And avionics. We turn on the avionics master. We don't need pitot heat because I think it's hot here where we are. What's the temperature here? Outside air temperature is, oh, it's cool. 20 degrees. It's nice and chill. 20 degrees centigrade. Yeah, but 20 is not that bad. Let's see, we're going to be flying at 8,500. So we'll put that in here. What is Myrtle Beach weather? It is 3003. That is our altimeter 3003. Cool. We have the old-fashioned GPS on this airplane. We can configure this airplane so that it has GPS. It has only radios. Like if you want to fly old school, like in the 50s where you didn't have GPS, you can do it. You will take hot. Yeah. Vixter is in, what was it you said, 36-degree weather right now? Ugh. That is super cold. Flight plan. Okay. Myrtle Beach. Uh-oh, power failure here. Can you see that? Desired is 239. All right. So far, so good. Okay. Fuel is set properly. We're ready to go. Yep, navigating with VORs. That's exactly what I mean. These two things get replaced here, and you get King radios, right? So that you could set up your VORs, and then you have to use this one and this one, right? You have two different VORs that you can look at and navigate using radios and needles, which is fun. I've done it a couple of times and it's kind of fun. But if you have a GPS, you know. There's a channel here. Well, SimCaesar loves to fly only with VRs, and on his channel. And there's another guy that's called Slant Alpha Adventures, and he also flies only exclusively with VORs. So that's cool. The thing is, VORs are on the way out, though. That's kind of sad because they are being replaced, because maintaining that system is pretty expensive. And nowadays that you have GPS systems, and you can have redundant GPS systems, it looks like less and less we need VORs. So it could be leaving. Oh, thank you. Let's see, Myrtle Beach. Let's look at the taxi information here, and you can see what I'm doing. And let's also look at the information on the taxiways. Okay, runway 36 is the one to go. So 36, we're going to be taxiing to 36.
Road traffic, Bengal 41, clear of 36.
Yeah.
Departure to the south.
Bravo 1.
Road traffic.
Do we have center here? We don't have control yet. No, there is no control here. I just want to make sure. Just want to make sure there is no air traffic control. Okay, cool. Myrtle Beach traffic, November 72, Mike Echo type Cessna 310, taxiing to runway 36 via Bravo. This is the Bravo taxiway, and we just follow this one until we get to 36. I love how these engines sound. This airplane has like one of the coolest sounding engines. That low, raspy engine noise. Hey, welcome aboard to all the other guys in the chat. There seems to be a whole bunch of people here, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Make yourself at home if you are if you've just come in and you've never seen me before. My name is Mr. Egan, and I like flying general aviation aircraft all over cool places. Today we're flying on request. We're flying the Cessna 310 from Myrtle Beach to Charleston, South Carolina. Okay, this is called the whole short position, so we gotta wait here before we get into runway 36. So what you do is you stop and you look, make sure nobody's coming, no one's on the final, you don't see any airplanes. All right, now we can get in. Myrtle Beach traffic, November 72 Mike Echo, taking off runway 36 with a departure to the southwest. Myrtle Beach. Okay, we line up. And stop. And we put on our fuel pumps. And we go. Slowly putting the throttles up. So they are at full throttle. This little red line here, that's our rotate line. That means it's safe to rotate, and we can rotate. And we are taken off. There we go. On the brakes, gear comes up, gear is up. All right, flaps come up. There we go, and we keep it on blue line. We pitch for blue line. Oh no, this airplane with two engines, this airplane climbs. Look, we're climbing at 1,500 feet per minute. That's a lot. That's very, very strong, and it's because these two engines are awesome. Myrtle Beach traffic, November 72 Mike Echo, 1,500 feet. Doing a left crosswind departure to the southwest. Last call, Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach. Woohoo. Bye-bye. Alright, and we're gonna level out around here and continue our climb. Look, we're climbing at 3,000 feet per minute. That is just nuts. Nuts, nuts, nuts. Established that we are nice and chill. We'll go ahead and take our prop down to the green. See, our RPMs were in the red. Now we put it in the green because we've already taken off. And our manifold pressure, we can go ahead and manage that also down into the green. There we go. And now we are set for climbing at a nice leisurely rate. And on this airplane in particular, we can actually do the climb. I usually like to set up so that we're not, I've turned to autopilot after I've caught the magenta line. But on this airplane, we can do something and let it catch the green line. The magenta line, we can put autopilot on, set nav mode. It'll capture the line and keep it for us. And it's going to climb to 8,500 feet for us too. So I can put that, I can arm it. Arm it, yeah. And vertical speed, I want it to climb at 800 feet per minute, for example. Usually, you want to make it climb so that you're at blue line. So I can go higher than that, 1,300 maybe. Go to 1,500, check it out. It's a lot. We can also start leaning now that we're at 5,000 feet. And here we have our EGT. And we lean just like we lean in the other airplanes. You lower your mixture. We have 2 EGT wheels because each engine is independent. Look at that. We could lean a lot. There we are. Look how much we're using, maybe half the fuel that we would need to use. Okay, we're at blue line, so we gotta put the nose down a little bit. We don't go too far below blue line. There we go. Oh, we got to put these things in also, these little... There are taxi lights. There they go, back inside. Our landing lights. We can turn our strobe lights on, and everything is under control. $65 miles away, and everything's looking nice. How you guys doing back there? Everything's good? Yeah, this airplane climbs. Most twin engine aircraft climb really, really well. Having 2 engines gives you a lot more power. Let's see. This is what the passenger in the back is looking at. Hey, baby. I'm channeling Beavis and Butthead for some reason. No need to be alarmed. That just means we are close to 8,500 feet. And she's looking at that guy going like, he looks kind of handsome, but I don't know about the flannel. And looking out the window. This airplane also has great big windows. You can look out. Ah! Spooky girl. Spooky taxidermied lady scared me. There we are, looking out the back. See, they got a big window in the back. It's like great visibility all around. Oh, check this out. Inside the lady. There we are. And Puppy is also looking over here. Puppy's got a great view. They're huge windows, yeah. They are big, big, big windows. Check it out. We're at 8,500. The plane levels out by itself because that's what we set here on the autopilot. Flying with an autopilot is amazing. You just got to learn how to use it properly, and it does take a lot of the workflow out, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay, we're going to leave the manifold pressure at around 21 inches of mercury, and then we're going to turn down our RPMs to a nice and leisurely 2,100, 2,200. revolutions per minute. And we're gonna lean some more. Lean, and there we are at peak. So we trying to keep our engines nice and cool, so we keep them around here. And we make sure that our cylinder head temperature does not go into the red. Doggy. There we go. We make sure that our cylinder head temperature stay here in the green. And we go ahead and turn cowl flaps closed. And check it out, we're doing 160 knots and climbing. Going fast. This is a fast airplane. Here we are, configured for cruise, man. This is a luxurious aircraft. That's Myrtle Beach way back there. Bye-bye Myrtle Beach and Myrtle Beachians. And hope you guys are enjoying the flatness of South Carolina. Super flat. Look, 170. Ooh, this thing flies like a rocket. We're gonna do 100 and you think we'll get to 180 knots? That would be something. That's a fast airplane. Yeah. A lot of the US is flat. I mean, super flat. Like Florida is incredibly flat. Atlanta, I don't know, Atlanta's got some mountains, doesn't it? Just at the north, a little bit. That's where the Appalachians start, right? But other than that, it's super flat until you get to the Rockies. Like all the east of the US is flat, flat, flat. Yeah. I lived in Florida. It's like living on a sandbar pretty much. Look, 177 knots. Wow. They are fast. Oh, the roads are fun. I've never been, well, nope, actually I've never been to Atlanta. I've driven quickly up, but never actually been there. The coffee got really cold. Ugh. So how's it going? What are your plans for the weekend? You guys are planning anything fun for the Sunday? For me, it's basically flying today. I'm gonna be here after I finish the stream. I'm gonna get something to eat probably, and relax a bit, walk around because I've been in this chair for about 2.5 hours now. So yeah, it's time to move my butt. Time to get some motion. And then I'm gonna come back and sit down again and fly on the fly-alongs with Sim Caesar on his channel. He starts at, I think it's 2 p.m. Eastern time, I think. No, it's actually 3 p.m. 2 or 3 p.m. Eastern. I don't know, because you guys just have that weird time change thing that Americans love to do. They like to make things complicated, so you change the time. Here in El Salvador, we never change the time. It's like, that's it. Time is time. Quit fiddling with it. You hate it? Oh yeah. I don't enjoy it either because it makes everything more complicated and trying to coordinate with anybody, but everybody who lives in the States, and I have to coordinate something with them, and they're like, oh no, wait, remember, time is no longer the same time difference we used to have. Now it's shorter or it's longer or whatever. Ah. Yeah. Here in El Salvador, they tried. There was one president who said, we're going to follow the Americans' lead, and we're going to do the whole time change thing, right? Daylight savings time. So he implemented it here, and it only lasted 1 year because the backlash from everybody was so huge. And the backlash was more like public disobedience, pretty much. Everybody just kept using the normal time, and and whenever somebody said, oh, we're going to have a meeting at this time, and they said normal time or president time, that was the question, and everybody said normal time. We ain't using president time. He can use president time. And civil disobedience actually worked, because the next year they decided to throw away president time. Nobody was using it, and people were angry at the government for trying to even implement such a preposterous thing. This is another cool thing about flying these airplanes, twin-engine airplanes, is that you can actually look out the front, and you're not seeing the propeller. Like you see propeller here and here, but you have a really nice view of the front. Even if you're sitting here. Actually, this airplane has 3 rows of seats. So if you're here in the back, the airplane that our school has, the back is even swankier than this. It's got like the leathers are the leather seats in the back are really nice, even nicer than this. It's got like cup holders and really cool fancy things, and the carpet in the back is like really shaggy, really fluffy. And but other than that, it looks exactly like this, identical to this. Maybe a little dirtier, because it's a really old airplane. It's from the one they have at the at the school is from the I think late 70s or late 70s or early 80s, or maybe it was redone. This airplane was in production for 20 years. They made a whole bunch of them. You'll see quite a few of them flying around. And there's this one YouTube channel which is called 310 Pilot, and it's him and his wife, and they have one of these airplanes, and they fly all over the world and have adventures. And his airplane, I think the livery, you can actually get it, and you can download it, and then your airplane can look just like his airplane. So you can fly his his airplane pretty much, right? All right, 32 miles away, it is time for us to start descending. It's a great airplane. I understand that being a city person, I grew up in a major city, I prefer small town living. Yeah. Let's go down. 1,500. And we're gonna go nice leisurely descent rate around 700. And on our descent, we're gonna go ahead and slow the engines down a bit. Land is always a good investment, I think. But I don't know. I'm not an investment expert. But it would seem to me like it is, you know. Alright. As we descend, it's important to keep your eye on your leaning because you don't want to starve the engine from gas. So you got to stay ahead of it. Adjust your levers. Also on your descent, also you leave the valve flaps closed. There's a checklist somewhere in this airplane, but I don't know where it is. Is that here? Is that a checklist? I think this is a checklist. You can't check it. There's a PDF you can get and you can print it out and have that with you. So you follow the checklists.
Charleston traffic, Bengal 41 is right base, gear, low approach, runway 33, Charleston traffic.
Alright, let's check the weather over at Charleston. We have 4 runways available. Runway 3, I think, is the one we're going to choose. Runway 3, alright, that's cool. And now let's get the weather over at Charleston. Weather. 29er on the altimeter setting, so let's put 29er. 9er here. And 9 knot winds with 16 knot gusts. It's gonna be gusty. So we're gonna have to land it with a lot of gusto. No applause? At least a rim shot, you know? That would have been good. I gotta get me some fancy schmancy soundboard sounds. So I can do the brum bum pa. Do I have soundboards? I think I may have soundboards. Let's see. Holy moly. Ah, wait, I think, let's see.
Charleston traffic, Bengal 41 is right, closed traffic, runway 33, pattern altitude 1,500, Charleston traffic.
Did you guys hear that? The bada boom. Oh no, it didn't sound. I thought it was, you could hear it. Advanced audio properties, Discord, monitor is off. Let's try now. Let's see if it works. Did it sound this time? Nope. Oh well. Advanced audio properties. Advanced audio properties. Let's see what the way it was. Yeah, I gotta get myself a fancy schmancy soundboard. 5,000 feet. 16 miles away. Sounds good, looks good. All right, let's get myself taxi charts for this airport so that we know where we're going to be landing and where we got to go. If we're going to be landing on runway 03, right? Base ops hangars.
Charleston traffic, Bengal 41 is right base gear, low approach runway 33, Charleston traffic.
All right, we're going to get off at Foxtrot, cross runway 33, and then go to the FBO, which is over at the other side of the airport. How do I know this? Because I have this thing. Ta-da! The taxi chart. We're going to be landing at runway 3. We're coming from here. So we're going to enter a downwind for runway 3. We're going to enter a right downwind for runway 3, do a pattern, land on runway 3, get off at Foxtrot, cross runway 33, and go to the FBO, which is here, or here. The different FBOs. And those are the places where you can leave your airplane. The FBO stands for flights. I don't know what FBO stands for. FBO airplane. FBO meaning fixed base operator. That's what that means. It's a fixed base operator is an organization granted the right by an airport to operate at the airport, provide aeronautical services such as fueling, hangaring, tie down, and parking, aircraft rental, aircraft maintenance, flight instruction, and similar services. That's what an FBO means. Fixed base operation. I always knew that that's where you parked when you were flying up. When you were flying in air.
Charleston traffic, Bengal 41 is right, closed traffic, runway 33, current altitude 1,500, Charleston traffic.
Charleston traffic, November 72, Mike Echo type, twin Cessna. 9 miles to the northwest from 3,000 feet inbound to enter a right traffic pattern for runway 3. Charleston. Alright. Mixture close to full. You're still descending, so that's good. We will slow down our engines here. We're going to go ahead and extend our landing lights. I always like to look. There they come. Nice. Alright. Look, here's the airport. This is runway. This is the one we're going to be landing in, so we got to do a thing where we go next to it. There's another airplane. Another airplane flying around here. That's cool. That's that dude we were listening to was going to runway 33, I think. Or is he's leaving, I think.
Charleston traffic, Bengal 41, right base, gear, low approach, runway 33, Charleston traffic.
Okay, he's going for 33, so he's going for this one. Charleston traffic, November 7 to Mike Echo. I have the other traffic in sight. We'll stay clear. Alright. We're going to go ahead and level out because it's now time to lower the gear. Gear is down. First notch of flaps. We'll slow this down even more. Keep the nose up. Drop full forward. turn to base to downwind. Charleston traffic, November 72, Mike Echo is on downwind for runway 3.
Charleston traffic, Bengal 41 is going to be left closed traffic, pattern altitude 1,500 for runway 33, Bengal, Charleston traffic.
Yeah, we saw that dude. We're safe. We're above him, and he is way down there.
And Charleston traffic, Bengal 41 is going to be extending their downwind for runway 33, Charleston traffic.
I thought he was just landing. What the heck happened? He did not land. Alright, we are in the correct. Okay, now we open our cowl flaps. Make sure our engines are nice and cool. Another airplane flying way above us. Just here for Charleston traffic, Twin Cessna 72, Mike Echo is on base runway 3.
And Charleston traffic, Bengal 41 is going to be extended downwind for runway 33 for the other traffic, Charleston traffic.
Charleston traffic, November 72, Mike Echo is on final for runway 3. Went way over to the side. That's good. Fix it up and get established. Here's what I told you about this airplane. You gotta fly it all the way down to the ground because it wants to fall like a rock, and right now it's already falling like a rock. Gotta keep
Charleston
trimming.
traffic, Bengal 41 is going to be making a right 360 for the other traffic landing at Charleston traffic.
We are low, so I'm gonna give it more power. And climb a little bit. There we are. We are on glide slope. So now I lower the power and let it fall. It's so crazy to land this airplane. It just feels weird. Uh-oh, power lines. I'm gonna stay above the power lines. Okay. There we are. Above the glide slope. Should be one red and one white. but as soon as you lower the power, it wants to fall. See? It wants to drop like a rock. Here we go, guys. This is it. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Runway is made. Lift the nose, lift the nose. Slow, slow, slow. Not too much, not too much. There we are. 198. That was not bad. Not bad at all. All right. Cleaning up. We are leaving at Foxtrot to the right. So that's where we're going to go. Light Dasher, you got to get in here. You got to fly with us. This is awesome. We are past hotel. We're going over. The next one is Foxtrot. Hold on 1 second, guys. Be right back. Charleston traffic, November 72. Mike Echo is clear of the runway.
Charleston traffic, Bengal 41 is turning left base, gear down, runway 33, lower approach, Charleston traffic.
Okay, that guy's coming in, so we gotta hurry up and get across. There we are. When he reports final, we're going to go ahead and look at him with the drone camera so we can see how he did his landing. All right. Going to go to the FBO, which should be right there. This is the FBO right here. Oh, look. We even got a marshaller here at the FBO. How swanky. He knows that I'm carrying VIPs, right? So he's like, oh. There we are. Oh, you are? Yes, I'm in US East. I am. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Power comes off. The crash bar goes down on all the magnetos. Magnetos are off. We pull in our lights. Nav lights come down, strobe lights come in, anti-collision lights goes off, avionics master goes off. Check it out, guys. Just like that. We turn this off. And we can open the doors. You can start putting in the covers, intake, torpedo heat, wheel chocks, counterclock. Here we are, nice and parked. And now we should go look at that guy who's landing. He was landing on runway 33, right? So let's go look at 33. Oh no, I can't see him because I turned off the damn thing. What a doofus. Did I disconnect? I didn't disconnect. I turned off the radio, that's why I can't hear him. So let's turn the radio on. Okay. Radio. Maybe we'll hear him. He said 3-3, right? Got to be coming on this way. Here he comes. Check it out. You can see him. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We're looking at this dude who was landing on 3-3. And, ooh, here he comes in an airliner. I'm sure it's just a weird model matching error because he was probably flying a smaller airplane. Oh, he didn't land. He's just doing He's just doing touch and goes. Yep, he's doing touch and goes. That guy.
Charleston traffic, Bengal 41 is clear of runway 33 departing south of the field. Charleston traffic.
Yep, that's that dude who was just doing touch and goes. That's why he just comes down, does the approach, puts the gear down, and then he practices again and again and again. And that's a pretty cool way to practice, you know, to get your, let me disconnect from VATSIM. There we are. Now we can go ahead and look at our landing. See how we did. Oh, that was smart. You'd never turn on the airplane in the air with all the doors open, because that will happen. So before we turn the click to continue, we turn off, we close all the doors and the intake covers and all of that stuff. All right, and now we can go ahead and do that. Outside. Oh, that's right. Could probably put it from here. There we go. And do that, and we can do this. Let's see what that looks like. Here's our final landing, a very heavy plane that is you're scared of the views. Landing a very heavy twin engine aircraft that for some reason seems to like fly just from the engines alone. Otherwise it'll fall like a rock. It has no glide. Oh, we actually bounced it. There we go though. That was not bad. That was not bad. All right. What do you say? Let's see if I don't know if I have any views set up for this airplane now. Alt 2, Alt 3. We don't have any views, but I can set one up right now. What do you guys like? Prefer left or right? Right seat or left seat? Out that side, or we can look out. Oh, let me save this view because this view is pretty good. We can actually look from back here. I don't see any of those. So. prefer this view or this? Oh, look, this one you actually have the power lines down there. Okay, we're gonna do right this time. You got it. We're doing right side this time. Okay, left, all right, fine. We're doing left, Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, and let me just I gotta do this thing here. Great, and I gotta turn this down. There we go, and I gotta turn this up. There we go. I'm gonna turn this way. Here we are, our landing, wing view replay of our landing into that was me. I'm turning off my microphone before I said it. Landing into Charleston. Enjoy. go. That was our landing into Charleston. And that is going to be it for this stream. I thank you so much for being here, you wonderful people of Twitch and YouTube who have watched me today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for, for sharing this fun hobby and for hanging out, talking about cool stuff, and laughing a little bit. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. If you're really into Flight Simulator and you want to keep flying, then I'll be back at around 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock my time. So I don't know what time it's going to be for you because of the time differences. But it's a stream that lasts for a couple of hours. And we fly along together. It's not on this channel. It's on Sim Caesar's channel. And it's a whole bunch of people flying together and having a good old time. So if you like it, then come along. And we have so much fun. And for the rest of you, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And let's see if we can raid somebody. And guess what? Yes, Boozy Sheep is flying. So let's go and raid Boozy Sheep. He's always a fun guy to go and raid and watch. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and see you soon. Let's go over to Boozy's channel. And bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.